Firstly, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. In a minute, it's going to follow with a few photos, just a little slideshow of some events that have happened in natural events that have happened in the UK. So yeah, this is my little expedition I'll be participating in shortly. As part of my prepping, I've been out testing a lot of stuff in my bug out bag. I have a bug out plan for the house as well. Of course, if I can't bug in, then I'm going to bug out, the usual thing. So I've created myself an event on Facebook called a mock Shit-It's-the-Fan scenario activation. And some of my interests have always been radio communications, and they've been so handy in a lot of emergency situations. I mean, you name one emergency service that doesn't use radios or some sort of communications, and in a shit-it's-the-fan situation, you haven't got emails, your Skype, your Facebook, your landlines, your mobile phones. Your radios are the next thing you're going to need. Now here comes the photos. A lot of people are prepping for all sorts of floods. I've luckily enough to have missed the floods, but the area I live in is prone to flooding quite seriously, and people have been forced out of their homes and even lost their homes, as well as the unfortunate deaths due to floods. Now, snow is not so severe in the UK, but people have still died, and sometimes you can't get home. Sometimes you have to leave your home because the snow can get that bad. It freezes pipes, the electricity can be shut off, and then there's problems with gas pipes. There's the riots in the UK. We've seen them over the past few years. Again, people have lost their homes, businesses, and loved ones. And these are situations that people are planning to bug out for. You can bug in as best you can, but again, if the building next door catches fire, unfortunately yours might too. Now, the earthquake a few years ago, I was living in Folkestone at the time, and it shook 26 minutes past 8 in the morning, as I was just getting up with the kids. So I quickly grabbed my go bag, a handheld CB, a handheld scanner, my kids, and I left my house. I was fortunate to return to my property later on that day, but friends and colleagues, some of them couldn't return back to the house for 6 and 8 weeks due to buildings needing structural repairs as they were unsafe, the gas leaks, then there was no gas, electricity was shut off. Folkestone was in a bit of a mess for quite a few weeks due to what we'd call a minor quake. Luckily there was no deaths, there was quite a few injuries. One of my neighbours was injured quite badly and off to hospital. But again, it's something you have to leave your house. If there was an earthquake, nothing wrong with staying in your house, but I just thought it would be safe at the time to leave, as I didn't want the roof coming down on 2 young children, let alone myself. So some people may have been in similar situations, or some people may not have been, but you're just aware and you are planning for these events. Some of them are a bit more different. Some people are planning for the next solar flare, government fail, a collapse in the government, the property, the pound crashing, civil war, the next world war, all sorts of reasons for people to prepare. People are taking various steps for doing so. But I've set myself up with this mock Shit-It's-the-Fan S.H.T.F scenario activation. Part of me enjoying the hobby of CB radio and amateur radio is to get to go on hilltops, nice bit of exercise, fresh air, and you get to play the radio and make contacts miles away, next town, down the road, another country. It's all good fun. But with building my bug out bag over the past few months, my 72-hour bag, it's been great to actually get out for the day and test the equipment I carry, setting up different emergency shelters, expanding my knowledge with all things to do with the bag and the radio equipment. But I haven't done my overnight yet. I just haven't seen the point. But to test out the gear properly, I'm putting a bag together for a 72-hour. I should at least test it overnight. So my plan is to do a shit hits the fan scenario with something similar to the photos you've seen, and I plan to leave my house on a Saturday morning, head for high ground, set up a communications outpost. And that outpost, I will be self-contained. I will have my food, my water, and my communications. My phone lines will be down in this scenario. The house will have no electricity, possibly burnt down or flooded. Some things that you just cannot stop, and you will need to bug out for. And along with myself, a few members from the Charlie Tango DX group in the UK are planning to help out and participate. There's been a discussion with someone in Northern Ireland, going to set up a camp for the weekend and do a similar thing. So between now and I think it's the 29th, Saturday, June 29th, 2013, and of course the Sunday, I will hopefully have myself, possibly the station in Northern Ireland, and maybe one or two other stations doing similar things in the UK, and hopefully have one big network. So it's basically anyone that's into this extreme CBing. With the CB group, we call that department the Charlie Tango Extreme. You do a bit of DXing, which is distance exchange. You go to the highest point of ground and you exchange information over a distance via the radio communications such as PMR radios, CB, amateur radio, all modes, frequencies. So anyone with any bushcraft knowledge, anyone with any radio knowledge, camping, emergency situation knowledge, stealth camping, as I'm hoping to get some permission of a landowner for this event, depending on how many people will be at the station with me. But if I don't get any permission, it will be a stealth mission. I don't mind a bit of stealth camp. So hopefully we can get a few stations scattered around the UK, and hopefully at least 3 people per station mucking in. It'd be a great experience, enable people to share knowledge, skills, to work as a team, and have a great bit of fun during the exercise. If no one comes in with me, that's fine, because I'll have a cracking weekend on my own. But I know I'm not alone with this. There are a lot of people out there doing similar activities, whether it's just the CTX team going out on the day up the hilltop with your little mini bug out bags, you get your first aid kits, your little packed lunch. Same thing, you're preparing, you've got torches, your first aid kit, your waterproofs in case something comes up, you can cope with it. There's people that do bug outs, survival nights, weekends, camping, hiking. It's a good mixture of lots of different things, and those are the things that in these shit-it's-the-fan scenarios that we need a mixture of that type of knowledge. So that's it really. I've got I'm going to put the links up at the bottom of here on the description of this video. Again, I'm a member of the Charlie Tango DX Club. On my channel, my main channel for my YouTube, there's some links there for my Facebook group, UK Shit at the Fan Preppers. There's some links on there for the Charlie Tango Facebook group and the website. We've got a few members at the moment in this area. They go out on portable activations at weekends. There's a few, probably about 180 something people, if not more, in the UK who do it on a Sunday afternoon for the DX net. Some people do it any day of the week or Saturdays, but I'm hoping to do it over the 2 days. Join in on a Sunday with the normal Sunday net, and then run a Shit at the Fan net Friday evening up until about midnight. If there's a number of people on the station, they can all sort of take turns with the microphone for an hour each or something similar, while other people have a chance to relax, work on their kit, keep a fire going, have some food. So it should be a good weekend. So yeah, check out my Facebook page, UK Shit at the Fan Preppers. The link's below. There's an event on there, or come find me on the Charlie Tango DX website or forum. Charlie Tango 941. Any other information you have, ask me on here, ask me over Facebook. If you find me on the Charlie Tango site, ask me there. I'll put up as much information as I can over the next few weeks while I'm planning this event, as it's not planned out yet. Been meaning to do this for quite a few weeks, and I've just decided to get off my arse and do it. So it'd be a good experience for anyone to test out there, or try out, or practice, or just go and do what they want to do. You know, whether it's their bushcraft, stealth camp, wild camp, anything. Shit, it's the fan. If you want to bug out, prep, or you just want to come along for a few hours and join in, observe, think you can bring something to the table, that's great. If you want to stay for the overnight, the whole weekend, fantastic. Or you don't have to be portable. Anyone at the Home 20, anyone that's into PMR radio, CB radio, you don't have to go up the hills and camp out overnight. I understand a lot of people, aren't able to. But yeah, anyone over the airways who wants to join in, anyone wants to set up a station in their area, in their county, get a few friends together, or anyone they know from any Facebook groups or anyone on YouTube, pulling everyone in the UK together basically, from anyone from the preppers community, the CB community, the bushcraft community, anyone really, stealth campers, you hikers, walkers, backpackers, anyone with any outdoor experience who wants to join in with this scenario, more than welcome. As I said, we'll try and get as many sites or stations spread out over the UK as possible, and we'll try and meet up on the air over the course of the weekend for one big emergency scenario. Oh, even if you're into your zombies, you think we're going to get a zombie attack, as someone mentioned to me on the Charlie Tango forum last night. People are getting ready for the zombie invasion, because you never know. UFOs, zombies, fires, floods. So that's it. I'm not going to waffle on too much. You've got the links below in the description. Check out Facebook group for the UK shift preppers. As if you're prepping, if you're into your radios, Charlie Tango DX group. The links are all on here. And if you've got anything to throw into the suggestion box, whether it's just words of wisdom, or you want to bring down your experience and join in on one of the sites in the UK, get in touch and we'll see what we can put together. So thanks for your time and listening. You're probably sick of seeing the same old photos, but again, this wasn't scripted or rehearsed. I just literally downloaded a handful of photos from Google and started talking. So this is me, Wow Sly, aka Charlie Tango 941, letting you all know about my plan for the weekend of the 29th of June. My mock Shit It's the Fan scenario activation on a hilltop, bugging out, with some radio communications, little outpost set up, just for the experience and training, and got to practice what we preach. Thanks for watching. Hope to catch you again soon.